Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost, and this is an update honestly that has been needing to be made because my channel has been through a very weird state this year. Ever since the end of my Nightmare in Dreamland Let's Play, which was months ago at this point, I just stopped making a lot of videos regularly. I barely post on the channel, I've just been updating every once in a while. And back in May, I made an update saying I replaced my capture device, so all the issues I was having before are fixed. And I got different microphones, so issues I was having with the mic won't happen anymore, and I can just record comfortably. And I was getting ready to get back into making Let's Play videos, but it just didn't really happen. The only stuff I posted throughout the summer was of a Let's Play I recorded months ago. And honestly, this update here, I need to make because there is a lot of stuff I need to essentially just explain so everyone can understand why I've been not very hesitant to make videos, but just kind of unable to. Months ago, when my equipment first gave me issues, it was putting me down a bit in all honesty. I was getting really sad, angry, tad bit depressed honestly, but after I got the equipment fixed, I tried getting back into making videos and I just couldn't really do it. I went through a bunch of games and I had a very hard time just trying to record, and it was just really the point where I've been away from this hobby for so long I couldn't really think of anything to say. Most of my commentary just was stuff I've already said and I was just repeating myself, or I was just tripping over my words so much that I keep on just stopping recording, scrapping it, trying again another day, and it just happens again. So I've been having a hard time trying to find this one game that can get me back into recording again, because it's been so long that I need to find that one game that I can honestly record for long periods of time, be happy to edit it, happy to record it, not have any issues doing either, and I'll be able to actually get back to regular content on this channel. I honestly really wished I didn't have to go through this rough spot right now, but it happens to the best of us. You just have moments where you have no idea what you want to say, and because of that, you just can't really commentate. That's just how it goes in the entertainment world. If you don't have something to say, but you need to essentially record yourself talking about it, it's hard to do, and it's been a rough few months trying to get back into the hobby, and I'm really wanting to get back into it. Which is why after this update video is posted, not too long after this, there's going to be a new playthrough starting. And the reason being is I've been away for so long. I've been wanting to get back to this for months. I've been having a hard time getting back into recording. But honestly, I need to try. And even though I have a lot on my plate still, I'm juggling college work, I'm trying to help out family, I'm trying to, as much as I can, spend some time with some friends and just have a good social life going on still. I gotta still try to do this if I want to continue my hobby. And I don't put this first at all, which is why my channel's been dry for months in updates, and I really haven't worried about that. It's not a priority for me to get videos made. It's not a priority for me to upload every day. And because of that, it just makes me feel more comfortable. That's why this channel is not a partner channel at this point. I've gotten offers from a lot of different networks, and I've turned them down. And the reason being is just because I'm not ready for it yet. I want my channel to grow a bit more. I want to be able to have a bigger viewer base before I decide to go with a network and get some money for this. Right now, if I got partnered, I'm only going to make a few cents a day. It's not worth it at this point. And in all honesty, because I'm just doing this for fun, I'm not going to be making videos all the time. My channel doesn't need to be partnered right now. And I just like having it free because of that. It's been a lot of fun just sitting down doing all these test recordings I've been doing over the months, because whenever I get new hardware, I'm testing it out, which is why in this video, you're seeing a lot of clips of some PC games I play. There are 4 clips here from 3 different games. We got a clip of Sonic Generations on PC, Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transformed, and Batman Arkham City. So it was a way for me to test out some hardware, as recently I was able to upgrade my computer to Windows 8, and because of that, it allows me to use NVIDIA Shadowplay for long periods of time. It's a PC recorder I have used in the past. It's just that on Windows 7 it has one major limitation of having 4GB files only. Because of the MP4 codec in Windows 7 only allowing for up to 4GB of data, the files split when they get larger than 4GB. And when I'm recording the highest bitrate with NVIDIA Shadowplay, that happens like every 10 minutes. And I can't deal with that because there's a lot of lost frames and audio skipping. It's just a mess to edit. So now that I have Windows 8, I have it installed as a secondary partition on my hard drive just so I can go into 8 whenever I need to record PC stuff, and it's working beautifully so far. The Arkham City footage that I recorded, I was playing that game for about half an hour, and it was just one file, which was great. So I'm able to record the PC stuff a lot easier. And when YouTube finally makes that transition to 60 frames per second, I can take full advantage of it. I recorded all my clips in 1080p at 60 frames per second, but because YouTube still has a 30 frame rate cap, I'm only able to upload this video in 30 frames, which isn't that bad, just an update video. Just showing off what I can really do here. Back on the subject of just how I feel towards this hobby right now, I'm still enjoying it, but because I'm going through this rough spot, it's hard to get back into it. I've had moments like this before. For example, actually, I had a moment like this in my Twilight Princess Let's Play, and I was on the verge of canceling it. I was just running out of stuff to say. I had to re-record one specific episode so many times just because my commentary was lacking. I could not think of anything at all to talk about. And because of that, I was just tempted to cancel. I couldn't record the game at the time, so I was figuring, what's the point going on this early on if I can't record? Because it was around episode 12 or so where I was getting into that commentary issue. But a friend of mine, Matt, he actually was talking to me about it, said, just keep on trying, you'll get through it. We all have those times, and I just kept on trying, and one day I finally was able to record that episode without having to restart it, because my commentary was actually good. It was stuff I was liking to hear. I was actually having some conversation going on, and it was just something I needed after that kind of dry spell, and I feel like something like that will happen again soon enough. And that's why I'm trying to get back into this hobby right now. I'm going to try for daily uploads when I can, but there's never promises, just because if I could do a daily upload, that'd be great, but because I'm trying to juggle all this other work I gotta do, along with a hobby I'm just doing for fun, it's not going to be a priority, so I'll just get to this when I can. And that's how I like it right now. I don't like having to be just essentially tied down by this being a job, because I've seen so many people who've turned Let's Plays or just YouTube videos in general into a job, and because of that, most of their time is just spent at their computer recording or editing videos, and I don't want that. I don't like editing at times as it is, because either my computer will give me some issues, I'll just have to deal with long projects that take a long time to sit down, watch back, fix it up. I just don't want to go through that every day of my life. That's just a lot of monotony right there. That's why it's not going to be in my career field at all to be an editor. I'm doing this for fun. I'm editing my videos because I am wanting to do my own work, essentially, for this hobby. Will I one day maybe hand over editing to someone else? Hey, if someone else wants to edit my videos, then go right ahead, but as it is now, I'm not doing that, and because of that, I'll get to the videos when I feel like actually editing them too. I don't want to push myself to create a video and I have no motivation to sit down and watch back any of it. Whenever I get into those kind of states, that's when a lot of stuff is missed in the editing process. And I don't want to have that happen, because I've had some glitches in the past where I just did not want to edit, pushed myself through it, and there was just a lot of crap going on. For example, in the Sonic Adventure 2 race, I was originally going to censor out all the cursing, but I ended up not doing that because of two main reasons. One, for some odd reason at the time, my editing software, Sony Vegas, just wasn't cooperating with me all that much during the race. Every time I tried to edit one of the videos, it just crashed on me for no reason. I wasn't sure what was causing it at the time, and I still don't know. But that was one thing that was holding me back. And then another thing was, the race already took me long enough to edit. I didn't have that much of a motivation to go through and just find every curse word, censor it out, especially after I rendered out the videos, because at that point, I couldn't put them back into Vegas or a different editing software and then just bleeped out all the cursing. But I didn't have any motivation to do so at the time, just because it already took me long enough. I didn't want to sit there and just work on it more. And if I pushed myself, then it would have been a mess, because I already had issues trying to censor out words. So at that point, I only censor out one line of dialogue from me. It's just because I knew I was going to try originally to censor stuff, and I did it essentially as a joke. And I just really didn't like how that race turned out in terms of editing, because I thought it could have been a lot better. There were a lot of issues there. It'd be nice to go back and maybe redo the videos themselves, not the race, just to fine tune it, but I won't be able to do that because I don't have the raw files anymore. And I'm not going to be able to put it back together with what we have. It's just not going to work that way. But there's just moments like that I don't want to go through again, and that's why I'm just taking my time with this. I'm trying a lot of different things to get back into this, which is why you'll see me start streaming a little bit more, as I'm just wanting to try to get back into commentating, and live streaming is one of the best ways to do so, because it's a more laid back setting where it's easy for you just to talk about whatever and not really have to worry about everything that you say, unlike a Let's Play video. These kind of videos, it's either more planned out commentary or it's just being interrupted by cutscenes. There's a lot of different things that go into commentary for these kind of videos. Streaming seems to help me get back into it a bit, so I'm going to be trying more streams. And I'm also talking to a friend of mine about a possible co-op on my channel here in the near future, so if everything works out there, then, well, there could be a co-op going on here on my channel very soon. But that's essentially the gist of all of it. I hope everyone understands where I'm coming from with all this, because it's been a hard time trying to get back into it, like I mentioned earlier. I really do want to get back into making videos here very soon. And if everything works out and I can get my commentary started back up by myself, then I'll be able to start getting back in the groove of things and just start posting more videos again. I'm wanting to end this year on a high note. This year has been a very rough year for me in terms of making videos here. And I don't want to have to be in a state where I'm talking about my 4-year anniversary here soon and say I only did like 2 Let's Plays in 2014. I don't want to have that happen. So I'm really looking forward into getting back into making Let's Play videos, and with that said, I'm gonna see you guys in the next video I upload. See you guys next time.